Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia Getty, and today I'm going to be making myself a custom birthday dress. This is the fabric that I'm going to be using. I did kind of wait till the last minute, so my birthday is in 4 days, so I've got to work pretty fast on this one. These are the pattern pieces that I'm going to be using. I'll insert the video of how I did that here. I traced my body using tape and cutting out the pieces. Anyway, it was a process, but I think that it's going to be super worth it. I'm going to extend each of those pattern pieces down in order to create the skirt of the dress. I'm also going to add a lining and maybe some fun lace or frills around the side. I haven't really decided yet, but here's the process. Hope you enjoy. Started off by cutting the panels out of the lining fabric. I realized pretty quickly that the way that I planned this in my head was not going to work in real life. So I decided to just cut out the bodice pieces and then cut out the skirt pieces separately. I have this much fabric left now, and I think that if I do it like that, then I'll have a cute little skirt. I can create a waistband and then have it where it like ties on top of the corset. So it looks like a dress, but I could wear it separately if I want to. I'm taking this and I'm going to make the loops for the back piece of the corset. I'm just gonna cut off this scrappy end and then I'm gonna use this little portion right here to make those loops. I don't really know what I'm doing most of the time. Perfectionism is the dream killer. I've been a perfectionist my whole life. Actually, I probably didn't come out the womb that way. I probably picked it up somewhere in my childhood, but it's definitely not my best trait. I'm learning to trust my ability to problem solve. And I think that's a big part of it. I used to think it's because, I just have high standards. But it's like I can still adhere to my high standards even when stuff doesn't go the way I want it to, or if it doesn't go perfectly, because I need to trust in my own adaptability. I have this. And some parts are skinnier than others, that's okay. I'm just gonna try and make it as even as possible by folding it like that and then folding it again to create kind of a rope, and then I'll cut it into pieces like I normally do. I just made the first seam and I was scared. But look at it. Look, it's perfect. Now I'm just continuing the process of sewing each of the panels together. It is a little bit difficult to get them to line up since some of the pieces are curved more than others, but it's really therapeutic to just zone in and sit at the sewing machine. Okay, so I finished most of the top, like the shell, the outside. It's very basic at the moment, but we're gonna zhuzh her up a little bit. I just finished the lining piece now. Wait, is it upside down? Yep. Now I have to attach the two together and add the loops. So now here's the deal. I don't know if I should make it straps or strapless. I'm going strapless. Oh, I sewed the lining in. Now I need to iron it down. But I'm gonna iron it so that way the white doesn't poke out at all. So I'm gonna make it kind of go like that. Okay, the lining is fully assembled. Just cut out these little strips to make the lacing, the back lacing. Normally I do them like this, but I feel like maybe this time I should do them like this, because the way the string goes through, I feel like this makes more sense actually. I just pinned all of this and I also stabbed myself, but it's okay. It only bled a little bit. It is day 2. Yesterday I finished the top. It's gorgeous. I will show you in the final reveal. But today I'm starting on the skirt piece, and I honestly have like 2 ideas. One is to do kind of like an asymmetrical slanted bottom with like white fabric coming out the other side. Another one is to do kind of a bubble skirt. We shall see. I'm thinking I want to do an A-line style skirt similar to this one. Now I'm doing the same thing I did on the top. I'm doing it on the bottom because, once again, measuring does not sound very good right now. So this way, I can make sure that the front lays flat and then the back is custom to my measurements. Okay. how the Kardashians feel when they wear those like really tight latex dresses. This is a lot easier to do on the bottom half of me than it was on the top because my arms can go all the way around, which is nice. So I don't necessarily want to make this skirt super high-waisted, but I might want to use this pattern again in the future, so I'm just gonna go ahead and tape up the top area too. Okay, I'm flattening my tushy out a little bit. Maybe I will have to make that a little rounder. Okay, this is what we're working with. Good enough. Got the front, got the back. So here's the front of the skirt. Now I gotta make the back, but the back's gonna be a little harder because I have to put little darts in it. And then I did find a zipper that I'm gonna use for the skirt. Right now I am installing an invisible zipper, which is not something I have ever done before, but I think I'm doing good. I just did one side of it, now I have to do the other side. Then we will see if it all lines up. Update, I successfully installed the invisible zipper. Very proud of myself. However, I installed it a little bit too far in, like I made the seam allowance too big, so then it was too tight on me. And then I discovered that while I reused this zipper from another garment that I thrift flipped, and I poked a hole in it while I was seam ripping it, so now the zipper gets stuck on there. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to use this zipper or not, but I have to seam rip this first and then one thing at a time. Doing some hand stitching just to close up this one little gap. I ended up like stopping the zipper right before that little hole, so hopefully this little amount is enough. Well, I did try it on and it works. Ideally, I will replace the zipper in this eventually. I just want it ready for my birthday. I think I'm done. See you for the reveal. And finally, the moment we've all been waiting for. This is the look, and I finished with 2 days to spare. I can't wait to wear this on my birthday. Whether I go out or just hang out at my house, I will feel spectacular. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content.